In this video, let's see how we can add water material into a plane that we can bring in from or to create water inside of Unity. Especially for the folks that are creating the Barcelona Pavilion, you would need to include the pond in front of the Barcelona Pavilion. So for that, you can use this water material. So to start off, what we're going to do is we're going to create an object which is going to be the plane. And the plane you can find in the game object, because we're creating something and it's a 3D object. So go to plane and you find the plane, and you don't necessarily need to always change the way that you bring in an object. You can go here under the inspector, and I'm going to change the y-axis to 1 so that it's on top of our terrain. So you can bring it over here like that, and I'm going to use my middle mouse button to just rotate. And I can go into this we brought in this water material previously under the environment asset. So in the environment asset there are a couple of different water materials. So there is water and water basic. We're going to use water, and under water we have water and water full. So there are two materials. We're concerned with the water full. We want to use water full, and we're going to use this materials folder, and inside we have these two materials that we can use. So this one's a little bit foamy, so you can use the water simple one, and all you need to do is just drag and drop it onto the surface and you get your water material. Even though it's not showing up that well, we can go inside and change its properties in order for it to show up the way that we want it to. So I'm going to select it, and by default you might see the inspector panel like so, and at the very bottom you have this water simple, and if you click on this small arrow you can change its properties. And what we need to change is this bump tiling and bump direction and speed. Let's see what it does when we change these. I'm going to just change some of these. So I'm going to change it to all of those to 1, and you see it slowed down very considerably. It slowed down, so maybe I can make it go fast just a bit. And I can also change this bump tiling to, let's say, 1, and it becomes a bit more like water. Maybe this needs to be 0, so you have that water effect in here. There you go. So I can change this these as well. So if I do 1, it seems a little bit too fast. Maybe you can change this to 1 as well. There we go. So that's a water material, and if you want to make this go a little bit faster, you can by changing these parameters, right? So that it looks a little bit like water, and if we have something underneath, it's gonna show up a little bit better than what you have here. Right now it's not really showing up that well. Let's see what it looks like when you play the game. So I'm gonna play, and I think that's where the water is. So let's go here. That's our water material, and you can also see the reflection of the sun, reflection of the sky on the water, and that's how you apply the water material. I just jumped onto the water material, and you see the sun's reflection. So once you have something underneath like the SketchUp model, you begin to see the water material a little bit more, a little bit better than what you see here.